Welcome back to the channel today. We are still all on Yamamoto watch. We are at bated breath, waiting for this man to put pen to paper. What does this man value? Where does he want to play? And most importantly, when will he sign? Okay, well, we have a bunch of fan bases, especially around the holidays, all anticipating one of the biggest signings in a very long time, especially from the pitching side. All right, we're going to get into some interesting stuff. We're going to get into odds, the latest odds that really project where the best probability Yamamoto will land. Then later in the video, we're going to get into why Yamamoto is a major top priority for our New York Mets. But first, whether you're a MLB fan, any type of fan, Mets fan, and you don't want to miss our content, we have a lot of new things coming in the future. Please like, please subscribe. You don't know how much I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone coming to our channel. You are all welcome to join our family. Okay, so let's get into the odds, and we are going to get into that right now. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more details and odds. So we're going to look at an article by Peter Chihuahua, and it's basically details some odds. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto latest. Details are starting to emerge about a potentially record contract. So obviously the focus of the baseball world is now squarely on the free agent of Yoshinobu Yamamoto, as he appears to set and command a record contract of $300 million plus. So obviously we have suitors like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets, the Red Sox, the Phillies, and the list goes on and on. So all these Major League Baseball high rollers are believed to have interest in adding him to their rotation. So it's just crazy how we have all the high market teams involved. Who has the best chance to land the young gentleman? So several league sources have relayed expectations that the bidding will definitely exceed the $300 million mark, which will shatter the previous record for an incoming overseas pitcher. I believe that was Tanaka. He signed with the Yankees. It was around $151 million. So he is going to shatter that. All right, so what is the latest news? All right, so as we scroll down, the latest betting odds, let's get into that foresight. So the latest betting odds, we have the New York Yankees. They are at plus 175. That gives them a 36.5% implied probability. The Dodgers slightly below them. They are plus 200 odds with a 33.3% implied probability. Then you have the Mets at plus 275 with a 26.7 implied probability. And that's those three teams, I would have to say, have the best chance by far. As you could see, the next closest would be the Red Sox, and then their chances drop off significantly. But it's pretty interesting, folks. As we know, Yamamoto can only pick one team. He really can. So it's really funny. You got the Yankees at number one, and then the Dodgers slightly behind them at number two. I find it interesting, and I give Josh Wolf credit. Josh Wolf is the agent of Yamamoto, having all these teams that feel like they have a shot. Josh Wolf and Yamamoto are probably saying, "Don't worry, Phillies, he'll go to you. Red Sox, remain interested. He'll go to you." Everybody believes that they have a shot. And you hear things about the Giants. According to this list, the Giants are plus 1,500 odds with a 6% implied probability. But I was hearing last night how the Giants were constructing an offer. So even the Giants, who are in 7th ranked odds with probability, still feel they have a chance to land the man. The Philadelphia Phillies and Dave Dombrowski, they're in 6th probability with plus 1,400 odds, and they are constructing a contract. So what is magnificent, a magnificent job by the agent by really making everybody feel, no matter what the odds are, no matter what is stacked against them, every single team, every single fan base feels that they have a chance. So that is an amazing job by the agent and Yamamoto. So some may be wondering why Yamamoto is tied to a record-breaking offer for the biggest suitor. After all, he is virtually an unproven MOB. He hasn't been in the MOB. He's just 5'10". He's 176 pounds. He's relatively small for an ace. But as we go into details, those who have seen Yamamoto pitch are quick to articulate what makes him such a special player. The scouting report on Yamamoto reads something like this: hyper athletic, elite flexibility, unlikely strength, ultra fast arm, exceptional movement Patterson, as ESPN's Jeff Passan puts it. There are just some people who are built differently. They could stretch their arms, flexible, strong. I mean, like, you look at it like 50, 60 years ago, like, and I always think about this, a small guy like Bruce Lee was ultra strong doing push-ups with his one finger. I mean, it is just amazing. You see this small guy in the back of the gym lifting 400 pounds. I mean, some people are just built differently. From reports that we've seen, Yamamoto is built differently, and he doesn't even work out with weights. So it's just amazing. So as we delve in, Yamamoto has a career 1.82 ERA, 922 strikeouts, 70 wins across 897 innings. So he has more than 9 strikeouts per 9 innings. So that's good. He has won the league MVP and best pitcher awards. So, I mean, this guy is really, really, really amazing. Just a little bit more about his scouting report. For those of you who aren't familiar, he has command of a mid-90s fastball with remarkably low release, dramatic backspin that fools hitters. He has a dangerous splitter and a go-to curveball that can even leverage a slider and cutter as well. So he's got a multitude and a bevy of high-level pitches. He pitched alongside Shohei Ohtani in the World Baseball Classic. He had 12 strikeouts in 7 innings. So against the best of the best, he performed at a very high level. So analysts believe that it is no doubt that the contract is going well beyond 300 million, which would make him the highest paid rookie in league history. Obviously, the payout would be the 25-year-old rookie contract. So it is amazing. Just so I'm going to give you a list of the players. It's right here. Japanese players paid handsomely to make their debuts. Look at this. Shohei Ohtani, 1 year, $2.3 million for the Los Angeles Dodgers. In his rookie year, Yu Darvish signed a 6-year, $60 million contract for the Rangers. Tanaka, okay, so it's 7 years, $155 million, not $151. And Daisuke Matsuzaka signed a 6-year, $52 million contract for the Red Sox. So Yamamoto is set to obliterate those marks. Okay, so for Mets fans, we have something coming up right now that'll really detail our expectations for this. And here we go. All right, now here we go. So for the Mets, Yamamoto is not just a priority, he is the priority. Insiders believe Mets will not pivot to other aces if the team fails to land Yoshinobu Yamamoto. So there is, in my opinion, desperation and an all-out effort to land the phenom. Okay, so in the high-stakes world of Major League Baseball free agency, the New York Mets are making waves with their unwavering pursuit of Japanese pitching sensation Yoshinobu Yamamoto. According to MLB insider Will Salmon, the Mets are not just making the right move, they're making a testament by positioning Yamamoto as their top priority. As we've seen a flurry of little moves around Yamamoto, but in terms of getting that top-tier talent, Yamamoto seems to be the only top-tier talent guy that we are going after. And if you really think about it, he is the only one that really is worth giving a lot of money to. All right. In a recent interview on MLB Network's High Heat, Salmon discussed the factors that make the Mets an attractive destination for Yamamoto. Not only does the organization boast a committed owner in Steve Cohen, willing to make significant financial investments in the team, but it also aligns with Yamamoto's desire to be a star amongst stars. We have quotation from Salmon. Steve Cohen has demonstrated he is willing to spend big on his team. I'm sure that he will continue throughout Steve Cohen's tenure as owner. Salmon highlighted Cohen's readiness to spend big as a key factor in the Mets' appeal, signaling to Yamamoto that joining the New York Mets means more than just adding an ace to the rotation. It's about building a winning team around him. The success of Kodai Senga with the Mets in the previous year adds another positive note to the team's track record with Japanese pitchers. However, as we move on, Salmon emphasized that Yamamoto is not just one of the priorities for the Mets. He is, again, the priority, the priority. The insider expressed doubt that the Mets would pivot to another frontline starting pitcher if they fail to secure Yamamoto's signature. According to Salmon, the Mets will be relentless in pursuing Yamamoto, and that demonstrates a clear strategy. You target the player they want and go after him with everything that you got. And that's what I want to hear. And according to Will Salmon, MLB Insider, I give him as much credit as I possibly can. He feels, based on his sources, the Mets are going after Yamamoto with everything they got. And that's what I want to hear. And that's what Met fans mostly want to hear. So as we move on again, according to reports, the New York Mets could be frontrunners in the Yoshinobu Yamamoto sweepstakes. It really could be. We don't know what is going on in the mind of Yamamoto. We really don't. Recent reports suggest that the Mets may indeed be frontrunners to land Yamamoto, with key members of the organization obviously attending the dinner last week. The Mets are making their aggressive push for the talented pitcher. As the free agent market waits with bated breath for Yamamoto's decision, it is evident that the Mets are playing for keeps, and they won't easily pivot to other options if Yamamoto doesn't don the blue and orange. The pursuit of Yoshinobu Yamamoto has become more than just a transaction. It's a testament to the Mets' commitment to building a championship caliber team around a star player, making him not just the priority, but the priority. Not our priority, the priority. So that is some good stuff. We're going to talk more about that right about now. Okay, folks, it is amazingly amazing how we are multiple days into the Yamamoto sweepstakes and we don't know who the front runner is, really. Like, betting odds aside, um, inside reporters have been getting things wrong time after time in the last couple of weeks. Really, the reporting has been insanely bad. Really, insanely bad. Like, who do you really trust? Really, it's hard to trust anybody. I mean, every reporter, it seems like they say the same thing 25 different ways. I mean, you give a reporter credit for trying to make things different or trying to put out new news, but it's the same old news. Everybody, has a chance for Yamamoto. Yamamoto's going to get over a $300 million contract. Yamamoto wants to go to a legendary team. Yamamoto, it's just, we don't really know. Honestly, we don't know. So, I mean, that is good for all fan bases. All fan bases technically have a chance. Really, they have a chance. I mean, would I be surprised if he goes to the Dodgers? No. Would I be surprised if he goes to the Yankees? A little more so. But, according to the odds, the Yankees have the best chance. So, based on that, I can't be too surprised. Would I be surprised if he goes to the Mets? Obviously not, if they offer him the most money. So, and also, too, a team like the Phillies or the Giants, they could say, hey, let's go nuts. Let's offer him $420 million. There are things out there that we may not foresee, that experts may not foresee. But it is interesting. It is intriguing. I do wish that it would conclude before Christmas, before the holiday, because it seems like there's always a lull after Christmas. And this MLB free agency specifically, you have so many players who are left unsigned and so many rosters positions that need to be filled because everybody was literally waiting for Shohei Ohtani and Yamamoto. Then all the other pitchers and all the other teams could make their transactions because they know that, hey, we allocated $400 million to Yamamoto. Another team's like, okay, now I have money to spend. Bottom line, this offseason has been like no other, and we've been held up essentially by two guys. And I understand it is huge, major decision, but at this point, everything has been laid in front of Yamamoto. Everything. Shohei Ohtani made his decision a couple of weeks ago. I don't understand the huge delay. I don't. I expect to have a decision by tomorrow. I do. And anybody who's watching this, stay tuned. I cleared off my day tomorrow. We are going to be following that. That's the day I circled because it only makes sense for a decision to come. Why would we make a decision 2 weeks from now? What is going to change? The only thing is this guy trying to bid a $450 million contract? Uh, I guess that would go in the Mets' favor because they have more money unknown to man. They have an ungodly amount of money. But, then again, how much and how many years are you willing to get a pitcher? Yes, he's in good shape. Yes, he's a freak athlete. Yes, he can do things that many athletes and many people can't do. But still, how much is too much? How much is too much? So, if it goes 2 weeks, I'm telling you that right now, if it goes for another 2 weeks, that is the type of conversation that it will be circulating the market. I'm telling you, that is which will be circulating because it will just seem insane. And all the other free agents just sitting down, just trying to wait for this guy to sign. I feel for them. I feel for the fans. I feel for you. You're probably like me, like, come on, let's go. I want this guy to sign so my team can fill up the rest of the roster position, get another pitcher, get a couple more hitters, just finalize this roster. It just, I don't know. At this point right now, that's where I'm at. Leave a comment. Drop a comment. Where are you at? I, again, appreciate you as always. We've been growing our community, especially in this last month, with all the excitement. I do appreciate that. It's fun. It's a fun time of year. So, again, like and subscribe. Join the family as always. With our New York Mets, it can't get any worse, but it probably will. Unfortunately, hopefully it won't. Have a great day. Enjoy your holidays, most importantly, to you and your family.